Welcome back to OSI Game Night. We're here with the Class B state wrestling champions, Omaha Skutt. Coach, your team just won its 20th out of 21 state titles. How does it feel to be able to contribute to such a well-known Class B team?
Yeah, I mean, it was exciting. It was fun because Skutt is where I graduated from, and so it was a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to be part of history and winning those state titles.
And wrestling is kind of looked at mostly as an individual sport. So what do you do year to year to try to get a group of guys together to try to look at it as a team sport and to be able to succeed as a team as well?
Yeah, I think that's, you're right, it's an individual and it's a team sport, but I think the best teams make it a priority to make it a team thing. So the best teams, it's not just about the individuals, but it's about the team also. And so, I think that's just something we work on all the time, and we're, it's not perfect, but we're always working on, helping each other out and helping each other be successful individually and then also as a team. So that's a huge part of it, is that dynamic of individual versus team state championship.
And Nick, in your final match, it was a little bit of a dramatic ending there. So how did it feel to be able to go out on top in such a dramatic fashion?
I mean, it was very exciting because I knew everybody in the stadium was watching me. It was awesome.
And you guys had to stop several times because of blood stoppage, so you were stopping and going, stopping and going. Was it hard to kind of keep the flow of things and stay in the moment when you had to stop and then go again?
It was harder to be offensive, but I still had control of the match, so it wasn't a big deal.
And last year you placed third in state. So did you feel like maybe as a freshman you learned some things that helped benefit you this year to be able to go on and win the state title?
Yeah, definitely. Getting third last year pushed me a lot more to chase my dream of winning this year.
And back to you, Coach. Alex Van Dyke, he was the first one to win on your team, to win a state title on Saturday. Did you feel like that win really helped you guys get going to keep propelling the other guys to go on and win the state title?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a big win because we had to win one for sure, depending on how Grand Island Northwest did. And so once you get that one out of the way that we had to win for sure, I think it helps everybody to kind of relax and just be able to go wrestle. So then after that, maybe not as much pressure on the other guys to worry about taking care of the team, but they can just go wrestle. So yeah, that was a huge relief for the rest of the team for sure.
And another individual champion, Billy Higgins, he pinned his guy, I think it was under 2 minutes into the match. Did you foresee that happening, or were you guys expecting for him to get an opening that quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I think Billy Higgins is extremely talented. He's a great wrestler. But, in the state finals, you always expect it to be a tough match because there's tough individuals. And so I guess I wouldn't have maybe predicted a quick pin like that. But I think everybody, around Billy on our team knows that he's very capable. And, in my opinion, that was probably the best tournament I've ever seen him wrestle. He kind of put everything together, and I don't think he was going to be denied. So I guess I wouldn't have predicted it, but it doesn't surprise me.
And how have you seen Nick, Alex, and Billy improve as wrestlers over the season, or maybe even leaders on the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a process every year. So at the beginning, you kind of find out where you're at. We go to some tough competitions, and we see where everybody's at, and we kind of figure out what they need to work on and what they need to get better at. And just through the course of the season, going to different tournaments and in practice and that kind of thing, the guys who really want it and are motivated, like Billy and Alex and Nick, are making progress and getting better and better. And so I think all three of them made huge strides. I think we talked about Alex didn't actually even come out right away during the season. He ended up coming out a little bit later. So he made some really fast progress, and that's kind of a cool story. But yeah, couldn't be happier for these three. They did a great job. I think even the guys who didn't necessarily win state titles, I felt like all of our guys wrestled really hard, and I was really proud of the whole team. And for the guys who did place where they wanted to, and the guys who didn't, I feel like they were doing a great job of supporting each other, and they all wrestled extremely hard. So.
And looking on to next year, what do you kind of expect to see from the team? Maybe a few guys that you think are going to step up, even though it is a ways away.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a ways away. I haven't even gotten there yet. But no, I mean, I'm excited for next year. We've got a lot of good guys coming back, and we've got some kids coming in. So it's kind of hard to say that far off. But there's a few kids this year who maybe were, you know, kind of on the bubble that weren't able to place that I think could do really well next year. So I guess right now I'm kind of thinking about state duels this weekend, but after that we'll sit down and kind of reevaluate.
Well, congratulations on your team state title as well as your individual title, and thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.